she's so fine. Hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Saturday, February 13th, 2021. This video is going to be regarding Kalecia Pinky Williams. She was the 16-year-old who was shot the day after Christmas at the Hyatt Regency on Peachtree Street in downtown Atlanta. This video is going to be basically what all I learned from the Justice for Pinky Instagram page. So this is going to be the story of Pinky Williams. Pinky was born on July the 22nd of 2004. Her mother is April Savoy. She is a cosmetologist, hairstylist. Her stepfather is Ronnie Savoy. Pinky had several siblings. People at her funeral that spoke said that usually when you saw Pinky, you saw her sister Yaya, and I think she was closest in age to her. She had two nephews, Zeb and Cash. Their family was very close. I mean, extremely close. And Pinky was very close to her mother. Very close. They had a very tight bond. Not going to go straight into what happened with her because I think for context we have to back it up a little bit. The family took several vacations last year. One of which they went to Florida. And I'll show pictures of that, or just a picture at least of that. This family was very tight. I can't stress that enough. For context, we have to take it back to September of 2020. There was a party held, and I'm going to call it Jabria's party. I don't know if it was for Jabria or held by Jabria, but I'm going to refer to it as Jabria's party. All 6 of these girls in this photo were in attendance at that party in September of 2020. Including Pinky and including a girl by the name of Infinity. Her nickname is Fin. Kind of like a shark's fin. This party held in September of 2020 is important because when you look back at the photos of this party, Pinky doesn't look comfortable. She doesn't look happy. She actually looks sad. Other people commented on that as well, and Miss April said it's because Pinky was shy. I'm going to tell you the vibe I get from it, and this is just my opinion. It reminds me of if me and my best friend have children who are similar in age, close in age, and we go somewhere, let's say we go to an amusement park. Those kids may not necessarily like each other, but because of me and my friend, they're forced to interact with each other. That's the vibe I get. It may not be the case, probably isn't the case, but that is the vibe I get from this party. It looks like some of the girls click, and some of them don't. And Infinity definitely gives off a vibe. Now, we're into the incident in question, which happened on December the 26th, 2020. I'm going to let Miss April's words tell the story, because she was there on the front end. She wasn't at the party, but she was there on the front end as to what happened before Pinky left the house. She says, "This is hard, but I have to put this out here. My daughter will not be labeled as a 16-year-old in a hotel with a young boy." Her words, not mine. She was invited to a Christmas party along with 6 more friends. I spoke with the young lady's mother, and she confirmed that she will be there to supervise the girls, which wasn't the case. Pinky called me as soon as she arrived, at the party. And she told her mother, April, that she had made it. Because I'm pretty sure that Pinky used Lyft to get to this party. Okay? It says, my daughter called me as soon as she arrived and she told me that she made it. But the other girls hadn't arrived yet. I told Pinky to give it some time. But I was so busy letting my grandkids enjoy their Christmas that I forgot to call Pinky back. All right. Also, it's important to note that it wasn't a case of somebody pretending to be Infinity's mother and calling April, Pinky's mom. That wasn't the case. Miss April actually spoke to Infinity's mother via video call. So she's looking at her, which makes it that much worse. She was lying right to Miss April's face. I'm going to go into the rest of this. It says, her last TikTok was posted at 12:02, and she was pronounced dead around 12:32. And Miss April didn't find out about her daughter until 9 a.m. the next morning. So her questions are, she wants to ask whoever entered into that hotel room, Pinky was frightened or scared. And Infinity, whoever you are, and your mom, you guys will pay for my daughter's death. Miss April says she's heard so many different stories. She heard that Pinky was lying on the bed and the gun was underneath the pillow and it went off. Then she was told that the young guy said that he would shoot her. Says, you turn your head and turn around. And she's shot. Then I hear he went in the drawer and got the pistol and shot her between the legs. Miss April says the truth is it was a setup. He tried to rape her. She put up a fight and he shot her in the private area. Then for you guys to let her scream for 5 minutes until she passed out. Infinity said out of her own mouth that she watched Pinky scream for 5 minutes until Pinky passed out. And she not one time moved to call the police or to call the ambulance or to call 911. Then Miss April says, then you take it upon yourself to drag her body downstairs to the lobby area and leave her for dead. So her question was, why wasn't the hotel clerk at the front desk? Why didn't anyone call 911? Why did it take an unknown person to dispatch 911? Who released the information out to the news to say that it was just her and a 16-year-old there when there were more people involved? I'm also going to use Miss April's words to describe this a little better. It says, for everybody that's on the outside looking in, it was supposed to have been an all-girls Christmas party. And for the ones that's asking, why did I allow my daughter to leave the house? This was not the first outing that she had with these girls. As I said, there was a party in September of 2020, Jabria's party. A couple of the girls in this picture said that Infinity stopped answering their calls and blocked them on social media after this December 26, 2020 incident. The young girls that she blocked and stopped answering their calls said that it was because it was an Infinity and Pinky thing. In other words, Infinity had a problem with Pinky. None of the other girls were there on December 26, 2020, except Infinity in this photo. So all these other girls weren't there. Just Pinky and Infinity. She says she also assumes that some of Infinity's friends were at this party as well. She said if she knew that the mother wasn't supervising her daughter, she would have never let her win. Lord knows she wouldn't. And for the ones that's asking why a 16-year-old girl was in the hotel with a boy, her words, not mine, it was not supposed to be any boys at that party. They were never supposed to be there. She says, the news will put out anything, especially when it's black children, black kids. Agree. The only thing the investigator is telling her, Miss April, is that they have the young man locked up, so no worries. Miss April calls bullshit on that. She said, this is my child. Infinity's mom still has her daughter. If she was her friend, if Infinity was Pinky's friend, why didn't she call 911? She said out of her own mouth that my daughter screamed for 5 minutes until she passed out. No, I have not gotten any camera footage yet. I need answers as to why the hotel heard any gunshot. Why did Pinky's body have bruises and bite marks? No, I will not keep quiet about mine's, not what I birthed. I want the mother held accountable for getting a hotel room in the name for minors, in her name for minors. I want to know why they moved my baby's body after they shot her and not just call 911. And she also wants to know where the hotel staff was for her daughter to be lying in the lobby for 20 minutes by herself. Now, there was also a video call that was made between Infinity and another young lady. And I'm going to show this video call. It's very short, but I'm going to play it a couple of times because I want you to pay full attention to what's being said and the body language that's being presented.
Beat my ass. Who the ex? What Pink at? Pink ain't here yet. I'm Shane. Let me see the room. I'm Shane. Oh, that shit fire. Look at this shoe. Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex? My ass. Who the ex? What Pink at? Pink ain't here yet. I'm Shane. Let me see the room. I'm Shane. Oh, that shit fire. Look at this shoe. Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex?
That is Infinity at the bottom.
Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex? What Pink at? Pink ain't here yet. I'm Shane. Let me see the room. I'm Shane. Oh, that shit fire. Look at this shoe. Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex?
Notice that when she shows her the room, the girl at the top is not even looking. She's not even looking at what she's trying to show her. That's what blows my mind. And then when she does look down to see what she's showing her, it's like 1 second and she says, oh, that shit's fire. Like you wasn't even paying attention. Let's watch it again.
Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex? What Pink at? Pink ain't here yet. I'm Shane. Let me see the room. I'm Shane. Oh, that shit fire. Look at this shoe. Gonna beat my ass. Who the ex?
Also, I think it's definitely worth mentioning that Infinity never shows her face on camera. That's a little strange to me. Now, the young lady at the top, however, sent Miss April this video call as well as a message. This is what she says to her. She says, hey, I don't know you, but here go a video of Finn at the hotel before anybody was at the hotel with her. You said Pinky told you she had made it, but nobody was there. And you said you told her to wait a while, right? You also said Pinky got there and said it wasn't an Airbnb, it was a hotel. She knew where she was going when she got the Addy, or the address. She also asked Finn how much was the hotel. Anyways, yeah, how Pinky got there and had to wait when this clearly shows Finn at the hotel without Pinky, which means she was there first waiting on Pinky, not Pinky waiting on her. And she unsent messages saying that KC was going to be there. KC is the person that shot Pinky. He's the person that's being held in the jail right now. So she unsent messages saying that KC was going to be there so she can show you. My thing is, why would you put somebody's name on the media when you're not sure you don't know the truth? Yeah, I'm a child, but I understand the situation and I'm going to speak up for my friend because you got all these people coming at her like she did something wrong. We teenagers, and you saying she was scared. Why would she be scared and smiling? Pinky smiled as if she was shamed. She goes on to say, if a boy or anybody walk in while you're twerking, you're telling me that you're not going to be shamed and stop at all? It's all lies, baby. Now, mind you, she's talking to Miss April, the mother of Pinky, who was just shot and killed. She says, it's all lies, baby, but you went wrong by letting her leave without you. You should have waited until your grandkids was done and then took Pinky. And if no mother pulled up with Finn, Pinky should have went home with you. But that's not even the case. Finn was there first. She said, but this live is going to get to the police since Pinky had to wait. Like, she's being smart. She goes on to attach a screenshot of messages between Pinky and, we can assume Finn, but it's for sure Pinky. It says something about matching PJs, and then Pinky says, you for real? And whoever says, yeah. Pinky says, how much is the hotel? She says, I just got off. Let me look for one. Pinky says, okay. Whoever this is sends a photo to Pinky. Pinky says, okay, let me see how it looks. She sent another photo. Then she said, let's find a onesie. Pinky says, okay. Miss April messages the young girl back and says, what the F that video has to do with anything? This girl says, you're saying Finn set her up, baby. That video was proof. Miss April says, send me a live video when she was twerking. The young girl says, Finn was there first. She did a TikTok. She was shamed, not scared. Miss April says, no proof because she was not in the room. I know my child. This young lady comes back and says, Finn was right on the bed. Miss April says, that's all she do is dance. The young lady comes back and says, who Pinky looked at on the bed? She goes on to say, okay, she was twerking, ma'am. She was shamed. That's all. Miss April says, Finn told me 4 different stories. Were you there? The teenager says to Miss April, was you there? Because you lying on my mama. Miss April says, or is you that bitch that was hating on her too? The teenager says, who the F? Baby, you delusional. Mind you, again, she's speaking to Miss April, whose daughter was just shot in the hotel. Very disrespectful. She tells Miss April, you need help. Miss April says, I didn't have to be. I trusted my daughter. In other words, I didn't have to be there. I trusted my daughter. The teenager says, bitch, called Miss April out of her name now. You should have made sure your daughter was straight. The F. You trust her, baby. You just found out Pinky was having sex in November. The F. Miss April says, I didn't just find out. She came to me and told me. She then attaches a photo or a screenshot of something that Pinky had posted on Instagram. And it says, my mom just found out that I be having sex. She ain't say shit nor do shit. I thought I was finna get my ass beat. Now, why she said that to Miss April and what that had to do with anything, I don't understand. Maybe somebody can help me with that. But it's really out of context. Someone asked in some of the comments, says, will they ever identify, her words not mine, the boy who did this to her? Someone replied back to her and says it was her ex-boyfriend she had sex with before KC. Then someone said, I said identify, as in his name. And this person says KC. Which doesn't make sense, because you're saying it was her ex-boyfriend. And that she had sex with him before KC. It doesn't make sense. But regardless, the person that's in trouble right now is either nicknamed KC or their initials are KC. But regardless, they go by KC. Alright. Here's something else that's important to note. Miss April says that Pinky's phone is locked. And the police said it could take up to a year to unlock it. She also said that the Atlanta Police Department deleted something from TikTok. But Pinky was also signed in on Miss April's phone. So I take it that it was able to be saved because Miss April had it open on her phone too. This party took place on the 4th floor of the Hyatt Regency. They're telling her there were no cameras on the floors or the elevators. This is also very important to note. There is no hotel security after midnight at this hotel. This 5-star hotel. Yes, I'm going over my notes. Miss April has called corporate Hyatt Regency. Someone asked Miss April, was Pinky still breathing when CPR was going on? And she said yes. The person that was sitting in the lobby who witnessed them bring Pinky down was from Greenville, North Carolina. I think her name was Kalecia, if I'm not mistaken. She's in my other video. She messaged Miss April on Facebook. And there was another lady who was also a witness in the lobby. Kalecia said it took 15 to 20 minutes for the police to arrive. And per Kalecia, or the other lady, just as a witness, there was internal bleeding. Let me back it up. There was internal bleeding, but the witness said that they moved her body because she was losing a lot of blood. If that isn't a head scratcher, I don't know what is. The witness also said that the hotel workers did not come out until the police arrived. The witness said that Pinky was gasping for air, opening her mouth. Miss April was very appreciative to the witness because she did do CPR, and Miss April wasn't blind to the fact that this is COVID-19. And for her to have even went there with Pinky is such a big deal. And she was very appreciative. She wanted to hug and kiss her and tell her that she was appreciative. The witness also held Pinky's hand and prayed with her. The witness saw the kids get on the elevator and they went right back upstairs. The girl, the witness didn't know her name, but it was Infinity, actually asked the witness, Kalecia, what the name of the hotel was. Well, honey, you're the one that booked the hotel. What you mean you don't know the name of it? One of the protesters said that she worked at a hotel right around the corner and that they had a camera room. And that she's almost certain that the Hyatt Regency has a camera room. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. During the protest, however, back to the security, they were 3 deep outside. Security. But after midnight, they got to go home. I think that's very interesting. And I want to make mention of this because this signifies a very strong woman, in my opinion. Miss April did Pinky's hair for her homegoing and possibly her makeup. That's a strong woman right there. They had a GoFundMe set up for the headstone. They've reached their goal. I'm not sure if she's going to switch that around and make it just a GoFundMe in general for Pinky, Justice for Pinky, because I would definitely donate to that cause. Most definitely. That's all we learned from the Pinky, Justice for Pinky Instagram page. And that's a lot. That's a lot of information. I'm going to stay on this case. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to give you guys basically the rundown, the story of what happened in the hotel. I appreciate each one of you for watching. And I hope we can get some justice for Pinky. You guys have a great day.